चार चराग तेरे बलण हमेशा, चार चराग तेरे बलण हमेशा। पंजवा में पालण आहिया भला झूले लालण, ओ पंजवा में पालण, पंजवा में पालण आहिया भला झूले लालण। सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर, दमादम मस्त कलंदर, अली दम दम दे अंदर दमादम।
Resurrection. Resurrection, an ode to Crown Prince Dara Sikho, a 21st century pilgrim called to the divine sword. There you lie still, my prince, my honored crown prince, under that unadorned gravestone, a very small shadow by side of your ancestors' magical mahal in Old Delhi. Centuries after centuries have passed, but sands of time have not healed the living pain of your father, the imprisoned great Emperor Shah Jahan, forced to view your violently killed face by forces of evil, forced on him to see and feel the unbearable pain. Yet your father's pain, your divine elder sister's pain, still I remember. I, a 21st century pilgrim, on a journey to my ancestral home at the sandy banks of ancient kingdom of 7 rivers, sharing the memory, this paslum, today with my fellow pilgrims, the memory of your unjust, violent young death, mourned still generation after generation of pilgrims to the holy city of Amritsar. This city was a holy ashram of the 3rd Sikh Guru then, a holy spiritual community and a temple created before your birth in the land grant gift given to the Sikhs by your great-grandfather Akbar the Great for yesterday, today and tomorrow at that holy kingdom of 7 rivers in Old Punjab. I'm a 21st century pilgrim, my prince, on my way to the promised land. I came to visit your unadorned gravestone at Old Delhi. I come from a distant land, Old Virginia in America. There you lie still, my prince, my honored crown prince, under that unadorned gravestone, like a small shadow of the divine sword, at your ancestors' moonlit magical mahal at Old Delhi. Centuries after centuries have passed. Lovers from many nations come now, go and come back again to nearby Agra to see the Taj Mahal in moonlight. They come hand in hand, honoring the feelings and sharing the living love, as did your father Emperor Shah Jahan, his love for your mother Queen Taj, more even with unbearable anguish when she died young in childbirth. Yet just a few miles to the west in Old Delhi, there you lie still, a shadow of the divine sword, a haunted ghost, my prince, my honored crown prince. Under the unadorned gravestone, stains of your red blood still not washed by the monsoon rains in Old Delhi. You lay there, a small shadow of the divine sword. You lay silent, a haunted ghost, by your ancestors' magical mahal. O lost, grieved by the winds, ghost, ghost, come back again. Come again now, my prince, in a new birth, in the 21st century, when humanity hungers for peace, justice, and brotherhood among men. Now I dance to the spirit of the holy, divine sword. With Sufi spiritual ecstasy, I dance with my band of fellow pilgrims, Sikh, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, and Parsi. Come lead us, my prince, my honored crown prince, for peace, brotherhood, and harmony among all men, as you did then, immortalized by your valiant death, and now you are a shadow of the divine sword. Lead us again now in a new birth with my band of brothers of 21st century pilgrims as we travel where the two great oceans meet. We wait for your resurrection as a new birth on shadow of the divine sword. Your young death mourned still by generation after generation of pilgrims at the holy city of Amritsar and the holy land of the seven rivers in old Punjab, where I go now, a 21st century pilgrim, as did my fathers before me, generations before generation. Rise, my prince Dara, come again, my crown prince. Lead us to spiritual harmony, protected by the shiny light of the divine sword, where two great oceans meet. Resurrection, come again. There you lie still, my prince, my honored crown prince, under the unadorned gravestone, a small shadow at your ancestors' magical mahal at Old Delhi, where two great oceans meet. Come again, my prince, my honored crown prince. Resurrection by the light of the divine sword.